So the closing arguments in the Conor McGregor trial dealing with his assault have been made. We're gonna go through them, and ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime example of somebody completely falling on the stand. But we're gonna get into it. Before we do, if you like the video, subscribe. As I've been saying the last 2 months, have been the best on the channel. You guys have been amazing. I love each and every one of you. Anybody who comments, likes, subs, anything helps a lot. But anyways, let's read this article. And then we're gonna talk about what I think what most likely will happen and stuff like that. Anyways, closing arguments heard in the Conor McGregor assault trial. Also, if you're unaware, YouTube doesn't like when you say certain words, so I'm not going to be saying the obvious words in this lawsuit. So if you don't know, now you know. To quote Dana White, the civil lawsuit against UFC star Conor McGregor reaches closing arguments. I'm reading completely wrong. Tuesday in Dublin, where attorneys made their pitch to the jury. McGregor and another man, James Lawrence, face assault accusations in a lawsuit filed by Nikita Hand, a woman who alleges the two men had sex with her without her consent while she was intoxicated in 2018. Hand alleges the incident took place in a hotel after a long night of partying while criminal judges weren't fully pursued. Hand filed a civil lawsuit in early 2021. And I want to make this clear. I forgot to make it clear in my other videos on this. If you're not aware what civil lawsuit means, civil lawsuit means between person and person, not person versus state. A person versus state has a jail penalty, which the cops, I'm gonna get into this more, went through this evidence and deemed it wasn't enough to criminally charge Conor for. Well, we'll talk more about that after. And alleges the incident took place in a hotel after a long night of partying while criminal charges weren't fully pursued. Hand filed a civil lawsuit in early 2021. The trial is expected to resume Wednesday. The judge initially told jurors to expect it to take about 2 weeks. Wednesday will mark day 9 of the proceedings. Conor McGregor finishes testifying. McGregor's time on the stand was split across 2 days, according to numerous reports, including from the Irish Mirror. McGregor has denied the allegations from the start, including a passionate verbal denial during his first day on the stand last Wednesday, during which McGregor called the allegations lies and said that the situation has instilled fear in him, which it should. We're gonna get into Conor McGregor. Obviously, it's a video on Conor McGregor, but the thing is, dude, this was back in 2018. Yes, we just had the Khabib incident, but this wasn't. I would say Conor has gone fully off the deep end lately. When you look at his drug use and everything, I doubt he's coming back. But the more we get into this story, the more you see that this girl was she really only did this lawsuit to get money. Like, the husband even recorded this, which I'm jumping ahead in the story, but this story is just too amazing. Um, Gordon questioned McGregor about an initial statement given to Gardaí, the Irish authorities, during the investigation, and why the investigation star responded no comment to an estimated 150 questions. McGregor responded that he was petrified and took his words as voice, which they tried to dock him on that. You can say what you want, you know, whatever stupid fucking movement. Silence is violence. Silence means guilt. However you want to say it. Like, you're innocent until proven guilty, right? And for Conor McGregor in this situation, if he is truly innocent, which we honestly will never know, like, there's just there's just so much that goes against Miss Hand's statement. Um, we're gonna get into the Lawrence thing. We're gonna get into the other woman's testimony too. Um, McGregor also denied Hand's claim that she had a tampon lodged deep inside of her during intercourse. A medical worker previously testified forceps were used to remove a tampon during her visit to a local emergency room, which initially I was, that was one of the details that really made me concerned because when it's, lodged up in there. But apparently this is something that a lot of drunk women do, not commonly do, but this has been a situation that happens. Maybe, the 9% of you that are women, you can let me know if this has ever happened to you. But it does happen, right? Initially when I read that though, I automatically thought, okay, you got bruising, you got scratches, you got this thing lodged up in there. Like, when this story came out, same with any allegations, it was like they were piling up and it really didn't look good. But, you're about to see this woman completely fall on the stand. McGregor admitted he paid Lawrence's legal fees for this case, something Gordon used to claim it was a coordinated effort by the two defendants to make Lawrence a fallback. That doesn't prove anything. Paying for your friend's legal fees means absolutely nothing, and I feel like the defendants know that, and that's not something I think they'll be able to rule on in the court. Then again, I'm not sure about Dublin law. Last Thursday, Lawrence spoke publicly on the incident for the first time as he took to the stand. Lawrence denied coke use on the night of the incident and said he isn't a drug user. He detailed how he and Daniel Keeley, Hand's co-worker, who was in the connecting room during the alleged incident, had sex multiple times in one room while he could hear Hand moaning in the other. Lawrence added that he could see Hand on top of McGregor, though an open door. That's another contradiction too. She said she was forced down. Lawrence, again, this was his testimony. She was on top. And, if you're on top of somebody, it's, not saying it's impossible, but it's hard to, force somebody and keep that weapon. Then again, male strength. But, uh, Warren added that, okay, wait, just said that. Warren also added hand entered the room as he and Keyword were getting intimate and cracked a joke towards the two of them. So, again, if she was in such a traumatic state, how was she able to come out of the room, walk out, crack a joke, and then go back into the room and continue to do it? Right? Warren admitted to then having sex with Ann twice, something Ann stated she had no memory of, and only found out through local authorities. Authorities' investigation. Warren's claims had initiated the intimacy, trying 14, 15 times to make a move toward him. Alright? Because before the authorities told her that Warren's claimed they had sex, and even after, she completely denied that she had sex with Warren. It was only with Connor, which is very weird if you have, this guy claiming to have banged her multiple times. Again, it is possible that he is lying under oath, but that is a crime, right? According to the Irish Mirror, surveillance footage shows the two were in the hotel and elevator displaying public signs of affection. Hank claimed she was intoxicated while this was going on and was taken advantage of. Maybe, but you have footage of you coming onto this guy, and he openly said he did not want to have sex with you. And then after the 15th time, he gave in and he was like, fuck it. Let's just do this, get this bitch out of my way, and I'm gonna go on home. Right? Warren said sex with Ann was consensual, and she did not seem distressed, outside of a brief vocal realization that she had betrayed her boyfriend. He said he noticed bruising on hand, though it was not from him. Warren said he and Han ordered food before he paid for her ride home. During cross-examination, Warren confirmed he was the one to come forward and tell police about his alleged sexual encounter with Han. This came a couple days after McGregor had given his statement to police. So, right there, you can look at it. You can look at it one of two ways. Either Conor was like, okay, dude, I'm in trouble. This girl is accusing me of this. You were there. You know this went down. It was consensual. Can you help me out? Warren said yes. Or Conor's like, hey, this woman's trying to come after me. Can you come and lie under oath? That's the only possibility. Either she is lying or it's Warren's. But I don't feel like Warren's would admit to having sex with her if she herself denied it and he wasn't a part of his case. Alright. Both attorneys had an opportunity to persuade the jury one last time during their closing arguments. McGregor's attorney, Remy Farrell, went first and asked the jury to make a decision based on the evidence, not on the personal opinions of McGregor. Which is very important. I kind of did that initially when I heard about this. yeah, like I said, with his past history, it made the story believable. Farrell repeatedly pointed to hand-spotting memory of the events and brought up testimony from Keeley that she had not noticed anything irregular. Farrell also brought up the surveillance footage as contradicting her account of her interaction. Again, you had video surveillance of her coming on to Lawrence. Next, Lawrence attorney John Fitzgerald made his final pitch. He pointed to Lawrence's relative obscurity and disinterest in being in the spotlight. Fitzgerald echoed Lawrence's denial of being a flawed man and brought up Keeley and the surveillance footage as well. Finally, Haines' attorney, Gordon, returned and reiterated his client's allegations that she was forcefully assaulted. Gordon brought up testimony from medical professionals, including paramedic Ethne Scully, who indicated the scene on the ambulance with Hand after the incident was one of the worst she's ever been on. Gordon pointed out to Dr. Ann Waiter's testimony that Hand suffers from PTSD as a result of the incident. Gordon also brought up the bruising present on Hand and the tampon that was lodged inside of her. Gordon called McGregor a liar and said the UFC star and Lawrence made a team effort to have Lawrence take the fall. Gordon broke down the types of damages his client seeks: general, special, aggravated, and punitive, for the incident and her inability to work due to mental reasons. By the way, she was off of work for mental reasons before this incident. I just watched True Jordy's video, and he said that when he dug into it, and I couldn't find this girl had a history of taking mental abuse and manipulating the system, on top of being well known to party, well known to swipe around. She, I don't know, she had her daughter during this incident, and, you know, you're young, whatever, you do what you do, but again, dude, nobody in this story, except for the doctors, which may be maybe the most important, everybody is coming out against her. Anyways, let's finish off this article. In the statement of a claim reported by the New York Times in 2021, Hand seeks damages of 1.79 to 2.13 million. That's very oddly specific. For lost wagers, well, I guess there you go. Past and future, a change of homes and medical expenses. The civil trial resumes Wednesday in Dublin. Alright, so we just went through all that, right? And like I said, the article didn't share everything. It didn't share much of what's her name, the Keeley's testimony. But Keeley defended Conor. Lawrence defended Conor. Even the security guard that was there, Lawrence then sent out to get him condoms at one point. Even the security guard said everything was fine. Again, we will never know what happens behind closed doors. It's kind of easy to think with Conor's history that he is capable of doing something like it. But this girl's story keeps falling apart more and more as the trial goes on. But I really hope, regardless, it's a civil trial, right? So there's no jail time. And in my opinion, this girl seems to be full of shit. Um, we'll have to see though. I will look out for any updates, and the moment we get a verdict, I will be recording a video. But let me know in the comments, what is your opinion on the the final statements of Conor, of Miss Hand, and what are your predictions for how its trial ends? Other than that, it's been tactical. Thanks for watching. I really need to get like a proper sign off. I don't know, I kind of just say what I want in these videos. I'm gonna go.